What's up, Faith family? Jarvis Guy in the Board, Jarvis YT here, and I'd like to welcome you back to another episode of Grown Man Plays with Diecast Cars and talks about them for 10 minutes straight. Today we're going to be looking at the Batman Batmobile. Now, this particular diecast here was produced by Hot Wheels and first debuted in the 2022 Replica Entertainment line of diecast vehicles. This right here, as you could infer by the title, is obviously derived from the 2022 Batman movie they released, one of the greatest superhero movies of all time. And interestingly enough, the Batman, this particular Batmobile here, it didn't feature very prominently in the movie. There was only like one major scene with it, and he didn't even drive it around most of the time. He just had like a motorcycle he used, but this was still a very welcome addition. I remember when they first unveiled it back in 2020, I think, and just seeing how the thing lit up and seeing the muscle car influences on it. I was like, okay, this is gonna be pretty good. It's a shame I didn't actually see the movie in theaters, but thank God for the Pirate Bay. Am I right? That's how we get all our shit down the hood. Anyway, but as for the casting itself, I think the designers did a really good job translating the movie design down to a 1/64th scale. Um, I will say there are a few details on here that I can't precisely judge because the Batmobile in the actual movie was shrouded in darkness most of the time. I mean, you could muster out like the general shape of the car and just sort of a few finer details, but everything was so dark that it was just hard to parse all the specific details of the Batmobile. But the nice thing about diecast manufacturers like Hot Wheels is that they have full access to like the actual production vehicles, any 3D models they might have used, so they're able to recreate it pretty accurately. And this being a Hot Wheels premium car, I think they did a great job. Now, since there's not much actual paint on the Batman Batmobile, they really had to go all out in terms of just the modeling and the sort of surfacing on this thing. And there are only two bits of paint on here, which is the sort of top light, the top brake light right here, and there are two sort of brake lights down here at the bottom, just backlights. No headlights as far as I can see. But yeah, like I said, not much painting on here, so they really had to go all out on the modeling and surfacing. And I think they did an excellent job of that. I mean, not only that, but just the mixing of materials they used to create a sort of I guess you could say illusion of color. Although I think it more so adds depth to the vehicle because as you can see right here, you have the sort of silver chrome material going against the matte black finish that just encompasses the car, and you have the sort of silver trims right here that just sort of run parallel to the engine. I think that was done very well. The inside is all silver, which is a detail I'm starting to like less and less. I know that I said in one of my first diecast reviews that I was a fan of that sort of design, just the silver interiors, like I said with the Ford Thunderbolt. But I'm starting to like that less and less now, just because I've gotten so used to it. Yeah, other than that, just everything is great about this car. It's a faithful recreation, and a big part of that is that this was already a really cool design. So yeah, I commend Mattel for executing such a faithful adaptation of this iconic vehicle, even though it had less than I think 15 minutes of screen time. And I commend Warner Bros. For making the Batman. It's one of the greatest superhero films of all time, and is probably the best one this year. There have been a few other films that come close to the Batman, such as Morbius, but none's been able to top the Batman 2022. It was just an excellent film, excellent aesthetics, excellent directing, pretty good writing. It just all came together in a very cool way. Yeah, as for my final remarks on the Batman Batmobile, I definitely would recommend this car. As I said in my last review with the NASCAR Middle Series Lightning McQueen, this is a bit more expensive than your average Hot Wheels car, which usually runs around, oh God, I'm gonna sound like an old man, 96 cents to $1.28. This one definitely costs more. It's about $5, I'd presume, since this is a premium car. So so it will hurt your wallet a bit more than if you were buying just a normal Hot Wheels. But I do think that this is worth it to have in your collection. They did a really excellent job with this car, and it really does feel premium. because they did a really great job with just integrating everything, having the matte black finish just operate well with the sort of chrome silver that just sort of lays the foundation for the car. The painting on the back is done very well. It's not a lot, but I can at least appreciate that everything was done inside the lines, and the detail on the engine back here was done very well. So there is a lot to love about this car, and it's just a very high quality vehicle. Yeah, if I were you, I'd definitely pick it up. Just probably in a store. I definitely wouldn't buy it on eBay. I'm sure it's marked up to all hell there, but if you see it in the store, this is a must buy. I remember the first time I saw this, I already knew I had to buy this shit because this is amazing. Just a very well done vehicle from an excellent movie. Yeah, pick it up if you can. And with that said, that'll wrap up my review of the Batman 2022 Batmobile. Thank y'all for watching. I've been your host, Jarvis Godden, and I'll see you guys in the next review. I honestly do need to find a better way to end these videos because I've just been sort of all over the place with my outros for the Diecast reviews. I don't know. I'm gonna come up with something. This has been a years long dilemma. We're gonna figure it out.